Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to another pick a card reading. So this pick a card reading is going to be all about your future in-laws. Alright, so we're going to see what they are like and how they will view you. Okay, now before we get into the reading, I do want to take a moment to thank you all so much for all of your love and support. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for booking personal readings with me. I've been really blown away by the positive response that I've received, and it really does mean a lot to me because for the longest time I really didn't believe in myself. I didn't believe that my channel could grow and all of that kind of stuff. So it's so nice to be in this space where the channel is growing and I'm receiving so much positive feedback from you all from my readings and from my personal readings. So yeah, I just want to take a moment to thank you all and to say I do love you all so much, and I'm so grateful to have you all here with me at this time. Okay, now one more announcement. I am open for personal readings, so if you do want to book a reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, sorry, one more thing. So as you can see, I'm using crystals this time in my reading. So someone did comment below saying that they kind of prefer it when there are crystals to choose from. Now, there was an actual reason why I stopped using crystals. Okay, but yeah, let me know if you prefer when I use crystals or do you not mind when there are no crystals. So I'm going to also do a poll on my community tab, but please do comment below, let me know. Do you prefer crystals, no crystals, or do you not mind? Okay, so let's dive into this. What will your future in-laws be like? 3 crystals to choose from, 3 groups. Here we have group number 1 with the Moonstone. I'll just pick it up so you can see. Sorry, this thing does not want to focus. Okay, and here we have group number 2 with Amethyst. Okay, let's just focus this here. Okay, and then last but not least, we have group number 3 with QUARTZ. Okay, let's see if this focuses. Yes, okay, lovely. So these are the 3 options to choose from. As always, if you wish, you can pause the video at this point if you want to meditate on each group, each crystal. As I always say, don't overthink, just trust yourself. Trust that the number or crystal that you most feel drawn towards will contain all of the messages that are meant for you. Okay then, so I will see you when I get to a group. Bye. Hello there, group number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. Let's see, what will your in-laws, your future in-laws be like? How will they view you? We're going to get into all of this kind of stuff. Okay, now as always there are a bunch of messages coming to me. All right, so now you chose the Moonstone here, so this crystal is already talking to me. There's a softness coming in from your in-laws. Okay, so I do feel like your future spouse, their parents are still together, or even if they're not still together, they have a good relationship with one another. Okay, so even if they kind of split up, they divorced, they're able to be in the same space. I'm seeing that they still laugh and joke together. They have a good connection still, a good relationship. So whether they're together or not, okay, they get on well. There's good vibes. There's no love lost. Is that it? Yeah, there's no love lost, I'm hearing. Okay, and yes, there's a warmth to them. One of them could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And especially the mother is very nurturing. It's almost like she's gonna see you as another daughter. I feel like your future spouse already has a sister, for I'll say 85% of you. Okay, but yeah, you're gonna be like, she's gonna take you under her wing, I'm hearing. She's gonna instantly take to you. Okay, so if you're a feminine, she's gonna see you as a daughter. Or if you're a masculine, still this mother, your future spouse's mother, is gonna really, she's gonna just see you as an extension of her own family. So I'm seeing that right away, you just seem to get on well. Now, I'm picking up on an astrological thing here. I feel like your mother, their mother, and you have like, oh god, so both of your birth charts, they kind of get on very harmoniously. I feel like your moon or their moon, both of your moon signs are kind of compatible is what I'm hearing. So it's like you're able to just talk and vibe and get on well with each other. She has a deep respect for you. She deeply respects you, and it's like she's just really grateful that her child has found someone like you. This is the vibe I'm getting here. Okay, but so far the in-laws are coming through with some Cancerian energy. Okay, at least one of them, I'm getting this Cancer vibe. And okay, cooking and eating together is very important to the in-laws. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of big hearty meals. I'm seeing, yeah, the family is probably quite big. So probably your future spouse, either they have a lot of siblings, or you could have a lot of siblings, but I'm picking up on more so them. So I'm just picking up on a big family. Your future spouse has a big family, and there's always a lot of family gatherings, a lot of family parties. This is reminding me of my own family actually, on both sides. Yeah, so like just a big family, a lot of family gatherings, just good vibes, you know. The family just loves to party. Sorry, my hair is there. Okay, so let's turn this card around and see. Ooh, I love it when it lines up like this. We've got the moon, and it's so funny, I saw this in my mind's eye. Okay, so we've got the moon, and you chose moonstone, so this is such perfect synchronicity. Oh my god. So it's like, oh yeah. So even if, yeah, I don't know whether it's the mother or the father, but one of them at least has strong Cancer in their birth chart. Okay, so whether it's Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, okay, or even if they don't have that, you know, you just get this very nurturing vibe from them. They're very warm, very welcoming towards you. You know, you get some in-laws, they don't like anyone that their child brings around, because I don't know, no one is good enough for their child. So this is nothing like that. This is the kind of in-laws who are they just embrace you, and they see you. And I'm also getting the vibe that you have similar families, or similar family structure or dynamic, something like this. So you may also have a lot of big family parties. You may also have a large family, a lot of siblings, or maybe many uncles and aunts. Okay, so let's see what else will your in-laws be like. Okay, what else? Oh, now I also am picking up on somebody loves baking. Okay, so the mother or the father, yeah, it could be any of them, but I'm gonna say, yeah, there's a feminine who loves to bake bread. I'm just smelling freshly baked bread. Okay, so whenever you go to your in-laws' house, there's this smell of bread baking, you know. I'm seeing wholemeal bread, specifically wholemeal bread, and like, oh wow, okay, this energy feels so familiar to me. Yes, and with the Queen of Fire, this is making me think of food, the stove, cooking. Okay, it's like whenever you go to the house, there's food cooking, and you're always well fed when you go there. This is such a vibe. Okay, we've got the crone. So the mother is very intuitive, and this is why she likes you, because you are also intuitive. It's like she sees herself in you in some ways, or she recognizes you kind of at a soul level, I'm seeing. You know, so this mother, the mother of your future spouse, is very connected. She may not talk about it, because she may actually be very religious, perhaps, for some of you, but she's a very mystical woman, a very spiritual woman. Okay, but I'm just getting the vibe that you may not know it right away, or someone may not know it right away, because she's not going to talk about tarot and things like that, probably not, but she will talk about religion. But within what she's saying, you can hear the spirituality. That's why you two will get along, because you're very I just feel like you're very spiritual, but she's very religious. She could be spiritual instead, but I'm just picking up on this religious vibe as well. Okay. Yes. All right. I feel like there's something kind of witchy about the mother, but again, it's not very apparent, but you're gonna pick up on it because you're intuitive. Okay, so yeah, so okay, I feel like she's very softly spoken. She's very kind. She's like, she could be a housewife, or even if she's not, she tends to the house very well. You know, she takes care of the house. The house is always clean, tidy. She could be a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or she could have Virgo kind of prominent in her chart, because I'm picking up on this. The house is very organized. I'm seeing a lot of white, you know, a lot of white furniture, a lot of neutral tones. Yeah, the house is just very kind of decorated in a way that's very neutral. Like, it looks very minimalistic. I'm seeing the house clearly in my mind's eye. The house looks very nice, but what I'm mostly picking up on, what is really catching my eye, is how clean and tidy the house is. It's very clean, it's very tidy. So this mother, she likes things to be organized, you know, she likes things to be a certain way, and she really takes pride in how her home looks. Yes, and she loves cooking for the home, cooking for the family, bringing the family together. Okay, there could be a cat as well in the house, or maybe there was a cat in that house at some point in time and it passed away. That's what I'm picking up on. Right, let's see what else. So let's get into the father here, because like I said, I do feel like the parents are together, or even if they're not, they still kind of see each other and they still get on well, and it's just good vibes. All right, so we've got Destiny. I feel like the father has a very, I want to say, a very sunny disposition. Okay, so like a round face, I'm seeing a round face, and a very friendly smile. You know, he has a sense of humor as well. He is very funny, and it's like so he is warm, but I'm getting his warmth is like the sun, is what I want to say, but the mother's warmth is like the moon. You know, so the mother's warmth is like a cozy warmth, comfortable, motherly, nurturing, soft, gentle. But then the father's warmth is like, it's energizing. It kind of he lights up the room, he brightens up the room. You know, so when you first meet them, I'm seeing he really helps you to feel comfortable. I'm seeing that you're a bit nervous, and he breaks the ice by making a joke, or he breaks the ice by kind of being really funny. Yeah, he's very funny. He's very funny. He's very connected to his inner child, I'm seeing. Okay, he's good with his hands, so he could be like a tradesman, a plumber, electrician. I'm just seeing something, a builder. Or even if this isn't his full-time profession, he's good at DIY. I'm seeing his hands. He's good with his hands. He's good at fixing things. And he's just like a very down-to-earth, everyday guy, the dad. You know, so it's good vibes. So far so good. I like where this is going here. Okay, we got this one. Someone could have Pisces quite strong in their chart. Okay, one of the parents, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But I'm getting a Venus in Pisces vibe, which makes sense because Venus is exalted in Pisces, and this would explain why there's such a loving vibe, you know, from them, because it's like their love language is very Piscean. It's just very it's very deep, you know. They know about unconditional love. They know about loving everyone and everything. They know about embracing others. They know about these things, you know. And I feel like it comes from a past life. Yeah, there's something about this family line. It's like, this is a family of mystics. Even if some of them were like great grandmothers or grandfathers, there's some mystics somewhere in the line. Whether your future spouse knows it or not, I'm just seeing this really clearly. There are crones, mystics, especially on the mother's side, I'm seeing. And the feminine, the women in the family, there's something about them. They're tapped in, they're tuned in, and some of them do work with the energy consciously, and they know about it, they embrace it. But others, it's more so something that's happening beneath the surface that they're not conscious of, but it's still there. Hey, this is super cool. All right, now let's get into how they will view you. Okay, so now let me change up the decks. Let me change up these decks. Okay, so how will the future spouse of group number one's, hang on, excuse me, sorry. How will group number one's future in-laws view them? Okay, let's see how your in-laws will view you. And then we're going to get into the archetypes that they're seeing you as. Okay, how will they view you? How will they view you? Oh, empowerment. Okay, you could be a life path number 9, just a little side message, but you don't have to be. Okay, so they view you as very capable, very independent, very strong. Somebody that has accomplished a lot. Whew, very beautiful, very radiant, very well traveled, I'm seeing. So you could have done a lot of traveling in your life, or you just have big dreams, big goals. Your energy is just coming through to them as larger than life, you know, and you kind of intrigue them. They're very intrigued by you. They find you interesting. They find you interesting. Let me see what else. Hold on. Yeah, they find you super interesting. And I'm seeing that they ask you a lot of questions. If this could be due to the field that you work in, or just based on how you are, how your energy is. But it's like I'm just seeing them looking at you, asking you a bunch of questions, and smiling as they're talking to you, and their eyes are going wide. So it's like they're like, wow, you're saying things, and their expression is like, wow, tell me more, kind of thing, you know. Okay, let's see what else comes through. Okay, that one also come out. So we've got 31, be spontaneous. So you could be 31, but you don't have to be. So side messages, somebody watching could be 45, 31, or 39. Okay, so they see you as very courageous, actually. Someone that takes leaps of faith. I'm seeing someone here has run a marathon, or you've done some kind of something like this. Someone has run a marathon. Could be a very specific message there. Okay, let me just connect in now. So we've got be spontaneous, clear endeavor. Okay, you're very focused as well. I'm seeing you're very focused on your work. You really prioritize your work, your life purpose, and you're very focused on where you're going in life. You have your gaze on your end goal. They can see this about you, you know. They can see that there's something about you. They can see that you're going to go places, or you're going to continue to go places. I feel like your spouse is the same as well, your future spouse. And they can see that you really do care deeply for their child, because you're very protective over the future spouse, I feel like. You're very protective over your union, over the love that you share. Someone could love purple flowers, lavender maybe. That could be your favorite essential oil. Someone also loves carnelian crystal. Carnelian, I'm seeing. Tiger's eye. Just some side messages. Yeah, but you're coming across as very bright, very radiant. You know, very... Hold on a minute. It's like you teach their child a lot as well. So they feel like they're your future spouse. They can see that your future spouse learns a lot from you. You know, it's like the two of you, you're different. You're coming across as, you and the future spouse are very different, but at the same time, you have a lot of similarities. Okay, so I feel like the family structure is similar, both of your families, similar upbringing, similar value systems and things like this. But then it could be that you both work in very different professions, or there's just a strong difference coming through, but you're also the same, you know. And they feel like you do complement one another very well. You know, it's like one of you is yin, one of you is yang, and it just balances itself out. Okay, now, clear endeavor here. Let me see what I'm getting from this. 12, 1, 2. Right, now, they also view you as very talkative, right? Now, even if you're not an extrovert, once you get to talking about topics that really, that really light your fire, things that you're very passionate about, you start talking, you know, you don't want to stop. So I'm hearing Mercury and Gemini, somebody could have. Mercury and Gemini. I'm hearing Mercury and Aries. Okay. Yes, Mercury and Aries is here too. Right, so what it is, you're very well spoken as well. They feel like you come across as very eloquent, very well spoken. Someone that knows what they're talking about. Yes, someone that knows they're talking about for sure. There's a bit of mystery to you as well. There's a bit of mystery to you. They're picking up on something about you that is kind of mystical, kind of mysterious, kind of different, you know. And this intrigues them. I think this is why I was picking up on the fact that they're gonna ask you a lot of questions, because they find you so interesting. And I'm getting the vibe that your future spouse hasn't been with someone like you before, so they are they're happy about this for some reason. Like, they're happy that the future spouse is with you because they can see how well you complement one another. But at the same time, they've never come across somebody like you before. You know, there's something very different about you, and they like it. You know, they like it. So let's get into the archetypes here. Okay, so let's get into the archetypes here. Right, but this is nice though. This is very nice. It's like you just fit into the family very well. I'm not seeing any drama, any beef, nothing crazy like that. Like, it's good vibes, you know. I'm seeing especially you get on really well with your future spouse's sisters. I'm seeing sisters and feminine cousins. It's like it just ends up feeling like you all know one another really well. So you've got the child divine. Okay, innocence, purity, redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Yeah, so they can see this with you. They can see that you are like a child of God, you know, a child of the divine. You know, whether they're spiritual or religious, they can see that you are like this too. And I guess this is why they see you, you know. This helps them to really see you, to recognize you, to see you at a soul level, because they can see you know, you are connected to that source energy. You know, God, universe, source, divine. It's all semantics, so whatever words you want to use, it's all the same divine energy here. Okay, so on the back of the deck, we've got the rescuer. Okay, right, so provides strength and support to others in crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. So this is how you're coming through here. So like I said, they really feel like their child is so blessed to be with you. It's like you have come along at the perfect time, I'm hearing. You know, you're very supportive of the future spouse. You lift them up, you know, you lift them up, you gas them up. You are always singing their praise. You know, it's so apparent how much you love them, how much you support them, how much you're willing to just devote your time, care, energy and attention to your marriage, to the family, to the extended family. You know, you really put the effort in when it comes to getting to know the family. That's really what they notice as well, how much you are really wanting to get to know them. Yes, because you know, some people, they don't want to do that. They don't want to get to know the person's family. Not really, you know, they just want to be with the person, but it's like that person came from somewhere, so you can't get rid of their family. Really, the family is there. They're going to always be connected to them, and you know this. So I'm just seeing that you're wanting to keep the connection strong, and they can see this, and this is how they're viewing you here. Let's get into some closing messages. Okay, how do your in-laws view you? Ooh, let's take this one. This is a lovely way to end the reading. So you've got the medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. Yes, so they can see that you've got that medicine. You know, your love is very healing, your touch is very healing, and they can see how much your future spouse has changed since coming together with you. You know, you have really changed them for the better, and I feel like you have also changed as a result of being with your future spouse. So it's like, it's a very nice, healing, uplifting connection, and they couldn't have asked for a better daughter or son-in-law, to be honest, is how I'm seeing this here. You know, this is it, really. This is it. This is really a lovely reading. So yes, I'm just seeing if anything else wants to come through. Oh, one more thing, they can see that you follow your heart as well. So I said earlier that you're a big dreamer, and they can see that maybe you're not always so logical when it comes to making decisions, but you follow your heart, you follow your intuition, and they really respect this because it pays off. It always pays off when you do this. And I'm just seeing you telling them all of these stories of when you've kind of followed your heart and done things, and how things have worked out for you. So you teach them new things, I'm hearing as well. Like, you expand their perspective, you open their minds, you show them another side to life, another side to this human experience, I want to say, you know. But yes, you know, you are coming through as a bit of a mystic to them. Not too much, but a little bit, you know. It's, for some reason, it's not coming through super strong to them, but they can see there's something different about you, something special about you, something unique about you, and they know that you are somebody who does know a lot more than they say. I want to say, you know, so they can sense that you're connected in to that source energy, even if they don't call it source energy. Okay, so this is what I have for you, group 1. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, do be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, I'm sending you so much love. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello there, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's see, what will your future in-laws be like? Okay, how will they view you? All of that stuff. Okay, now I'm getting a few different things. Okay, so I'm picking up on this very professional energy. Okay, so one of them could be like a GP, a doctor, a lecturer. I'm picking up on an author. You know, I'm seeing some kind of, oh, they could be a teacher. Okay, a teacher in a school, primary school, secondary school, college. I'm picking up on some kind of energy like this. Teaching, or a counselor, psychologist. Someone that works in a hospital. Oh, I'm hearing someone that works with prisoners. You know, I'm getting all kinds of different things. So even if they're retired, oh, I'm picking up on retired police officer, I'm hearing. Someone that used to work in the military. Okay, these are a few things coming through. Now, they don't have to be doing any of those professions, but these are just a few of the things, a few of the potential things that are coming through here. Okay, now, coming to their actual energy. I feel like they're very talkative. They have a lot of stories, all right? So what this is telling me is, so I'm not picking up on their individual energies just yet, but either of them, you know, they have a lot of stories to tell. You know, they love to tell you stories about them, about the things that they've done, where they've been. So what this is telling me is that they've done a lot in their lives. They've accomplished a lot. You know, I'm hearing they've been through the fire. Okay, they've been through the fire. Somebody watching, your in-laws, your future in-laws, they kind of came here. Sorry, not here, what am I saying? So wherever you are, I'm picking up on a very specific thing here. I'm getting, if you're in the UK or the US, or maybe Canada, okay, somebody that's watching, or some of you that are watching, your future in-laws, they came from the Caribbean somewhere, and then settled in the UK or the US or Canada. This is the vibe I'm getting here, okay? So during that phase, it was a difficult time for them, you know, kind of settling in and finding their feet. So what it is, they really built themselves up from nothing. So specific messages there, okay? But somebody, or some of you that are watching, that was the situation. You know, they came to where they are now from the Caribbean, but when they first arrived in either the UK, the US or Canada, they had a really tough time there. Okay, so they had a really tough time, but they managed to kind of get their souls together. They managed to buy a house and all that kind of stuff, and they really managed to make a great life for themselves. Okay, so it's a really amazing story there. I'm hearing that you may even feel teary-eyed when you hear them telling their story of how it used to be back in the days. I'm picking up on, so even if that isn't the case, so that isn't the case for all of you, okay? So whatever the case is, whether they came from the Caribbean or not, okay, they still had humble beginnings, I'm hearing. All right, so they really built themselves up. They managed to achieve a lot of things against all odds, I'm hearing. All right, so they have a lot of stories to tell. Yes, a lot of stories to tell. Okay, now let's put your crystal to one side. Let's turn this card around and see. Ooh, we got Saturn. Now this is making some sense here. This is making a lot of sense. So, you know, yes, they built a steady foundation for themselves. They really laid a foundation. Okay, they laid a really strong foundation. The family unit is coming through as very strong. Okay, very strong. And I'm hearing they're very settled where they are. So they've established roots wherever they are right now. They've laid down roots, you know, and it took a long time to get to where they are now. Like, it was a slow and steady process towards building, towards getting whatever they have right now, and they're so proud of all that they have, all that they've achieved. Okay, this is amazing. Right, so because we do have Saturn here, one of them or even both of them, could be Capricorn or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, or even if they're not, they have Saturn quite strong in their birth chart. So one of them or both of them could have their Saturn quite strongly placed in the chart. You know, this is what I'm seeing here. Maybe Saturn in the 3rd house. This is what's coming through here. Okay, now yes, okay, so there's this strong Saturnian energy. Now this makes sense now, because I was picking up on some kind of professional energy earlier, and now we have Saturn, so that does make sense. Okay, so they probably work in some kind of, or they used to work in some kind of very professional field. Some kind of professional field I'm picking up on here. Now let's go further into things. So what deck do I want to use? Let's do this one. So what are your future in-laws like? Let's see. Let's get into this thing. So I'm picking up on something else. Now they could have had your future spouse when they were they could have had your future spouse quite late. Yeah, I'm picking up on that. So they could have had your future spouse quite late. Like, I'm seeing that they were mature parents when they were parenting your future spouse, is what I'm seeing. Or even if not, they are coming across as very mature. Like, it's like they had to grow up pretty quickly. They had to grow up pretty, and I'm seeing if they are still together, they have been together since they were really young, like maybe 19 or something. Now I am picking up on another side message though. Okay, there is somebody or some of you where I'm just seeing the mother. Okay, so the father could have passed away, or he's not in the picture somehow. Okay, yes, that is another thing I'm picking up on though. So not all of you, they are together, but there's just some of you or a few. I'm only seeing the mother. I'm only seeing the mother. Okay, so the father is not in the picture for some reason. All right, now, so we got this card here. So there's more earthy energy coming through. Okay, so your in-laws, they're very practical. They're very grounded, very practical, very sensible. You know, they're not about, so yeah, they like to kind of, I'm picking up on this kind of conservative energy as well, to be honest. So they like to do things in the proper manner. They're very traditional. Oh, we got more earth energy here. Yeah, very traditional. Now they could have, I'm seeing they could have a garden filled with fruit and vegetables or something, or herbs. You know, so they're into gardening, or one of them is into gardening. But they're very, oh, hang on. I got a very specific message. Someone really loves the flower hyacinth and the smell of them. I'm seeing hyacinth flowers. Yeah, it's like there's a love of plants and flowers and herbs and nature and things like this. Like, I'm seeing the garden is really nice, really well kept. They love to do gardening and to be outside. There's a strong focus on being outside. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, so let's see what else your in-laws are like. Okay, so, you know, they're coming through with this earthy energy, right? So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Okay, definitely. But they are easy to talk to though, so you do feel like you can talk to them. There's this common ground between you all. You know, I'm seeing that one of them gives you a gift. It could be jewelry or something, some kind of sentimental gift that one of the parents gives you. Could be pearls. This could be that she gives you this on your wedding day or something, or before your wedding. I'm seeing someone is gifted with pearls, a necklace, a bracelet, or earrings. Yeah, very sentimental gift. Even if it isn't jewelry, it's some kind of family heirloom or something like this. Something really special that you're gifted with here. Sorry, group 2, I just had to pause your video quickly. Yes, okay, so some kind of gift they're going to give you. Now, let's go further into things. Yeah, someone could definitely be a teacher though. Some kind of, we got the crone. Okay, so, some kind of teacher. Yes, oh, I'm picking up on pastor as well. Somebody could be a pastor, a preacher. I'm hearing philosopher now as well. So they love reading. There's a love of reading books. There's a large library in their house as well, is what I can see here. A large library. You know, they're very well educated. They take studies really seriously. Yeah, so like I said, strong professional energy here. Really strong professional energy. Now, don't know if I said this. I'm also seeing the energy of Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, or Scorpio. Also coming through, one of the fixed signs. So there's something very fixed about their nature. Okay, they're kind of set in their ways. They, you know, and it makes sense because they're very traditional. They like to do things how things have kind of always been done. Okay, yes, that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's what should we get into now? Yes, let's get into the archetypes. Okay, so let's see what archetypes they are coming through as. Yeah, this could definitely be a single parent household for some of you. It feels like a small percentage. No, I'm not going to take that. It feels like a small percentage because, you know, in some way I'm just picking up on a singular energy here. So it's not two parents, and it's like one parent is not in the picture for some reason. Okay, ooh, there's strong devotion as well. So strong devotion. So I'm seeing somebody reading the Bible, or just kind of being very devoted to the higher power, the higher calling. You know, deeply devoted to their faith, whatever their faith is. But I'm seeing that they have relied heavily on their faith throughout their lives. Okay, now let's see here. That's interesting. We've got the rebel and the father. Okay, so we've got rebel challenges authority to effect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs, and then father, talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. Okay, so yes, now the father energy is coming through. So it could be that the mother is out of the picture for some of you. Okay, it could be that. Now, another thing I'm picking up on, so if the parents are still together, I'm seeing that it's a very traditional structure. So it's like the father is kind of like the head of the house. He's highly respected. And you know, because that's a thing, like, you know, like he will sit at a certain place at the table and things like this, and then the mother, it's like he will sit on this side. Let's say you've got a long rectangular table, like the mother will sit here, the father will sit there. So they do that kind of stuff if they're together. So it's like a yes, that type of thing is what I'm picking up on here. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Okay, we've got the monk nun, selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. So like I said, they are very into whatever it is they believe in. They're deeply devoted to their beliefs. Okay, they definitely could kind of attend church or any kind of place of worship that resonates with them. But I'm seeing like if they are religious, you can see certain things in the house that will be reflective of this, is what I'm seeing here. Because there's this traditional energy coming from them. Now I want to get into how they will view you. Okay, so let's get into that. Yeah, let's get into that. So let's see how they will view you. I want to get into this deck here. So how will your future in-laws view you? How will they see you? I'm very interested to see how this will be. Yeah, let's say no, sorry. Let me do that again. I heard a really loud no in my ear, so Spirit said we gotta do it again. We gotta do it again. Yeah, they love listening to devotional music or music in general. Okay, so I'm just hearing a lot of music being played in the house. Okay, we've got You Are Worth It and Keep Your Dreams Alive. So here we're gonna get into how they see you. I want to keep these here for a minute so I can see them properly. Okay, so you could be 25 or 23 or life path 7 or 5. Okay, so they see you as, you're coming across as a bit of a rebel. Okay, you're coming across as somebody who kind of does things in a different way, maybe challenges the status quo in some way. Okay, now that's not all of you. That feels like a bit of a specific message, because I've noticed as my channel grows, I'm getting more things like that, more like loads of different messages in the same one reading. Okay, now you are somebody though who makes things happen, and they can see this. So they see you as somebody who makes things happen. You get the job done. Very hardworking, very hardworking. You know, you could also be into astrology. Maybe you've mentioned things like this to them, or you will mention things like this to them. Okay, yes, you're coming across as very ambitious to them as well. Very ambitious, very hardworking, very determined to succeed, I'm hearing. It's like you want to build your own castle, but I feel like that's a metaphor. Okay, you could wear a lot of dresses. They see you as you're coming across to them as very feminine, very graceful, very elegant. Okay, very feminine, graceful, elegant, very well dressed. You come across very well to them. Like they like what they see when they look at you, when they see you interacting with your future spouse. Okay, there's something very, it's interesting. So it's like you're very ambitious, you know, very, you could be petite, right? Because what I'm seeing is someone who's kind of small but is larger than life. So you're kind of small in some way, whether you're short or whether you look a lot younger than you are. That's another side message. Some of you look a lot younger than your age. Okay, and it's like, but at the same time, you're so like, you're so strong, and you're so like, there's this fire to you. There's this fire within you. There's this determination, this strong determination to succeed, to get from point A to point B. Okay, so they can see you are the kind of person who can get things done. You know, you can get things done, and you're coming across as being very good in a crisis, very good at handling stress. You could have a high stress job. Okay, and maybe you've spoken to them about this, and they can just see that you're coming across as somebody who can handle whatever life throws your way. This is what's coming through here. Yeah, this is what is coming through here. Now, there's something coming through about your father. Maybe you talk about him a lot. Okay, or maybe they can really see how much you love your father. Your father could have passed away for a few of you, and it's like you talk very fondly of him, even if he hasn't passed away. Your father is coming across as someone who is very authoritative, someone who is very Saturnian, or who is or who was very Saturnian, very authoritative, who was very much like a leader in some way, very strong masculine presence. Okay, someone that you would lean on a lot for support. And they can just see that you love your father a lot. Now, for some of you, it's like an uncle who is like a father. So it's an uncle or a big brother who is like a father, but whoever it is, the father figure, you have a lot of love for this individual, and they can see this, they can sense this. Now, in some cases, I can see they have met your father, and they can see how the two of you interact together, and they can just see how much love there is. And also they get on well with your father as well, as what I'm seeing, if the father is still alive. Okay, so a few things coming through there. Right, let's go further. Let's see what archetype you're coming across as to them. I'm really enjoying this reading, so thanks again to the subscriber who requested this one. I think I forgot to mention that in my intro, but yes, thank you so much. And keep the ideas coming, guys. I love to read your comments and your suggestions and all of that good stuff. So, what archetype are you coming across as to your future in-laws? We got the child eternal, determined to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Okay, so like I said, you could have a child as well, by the way. Side message, not all of you, but just a few. Or some of you have a child or children already. And they can see, they can't help but smile when they see you interacting with your children, or when they see you talking about your children. You're very protective of your children. You're one of those parents who just, you sacrifice a lot for your children. I'm saying if that applies, if you have children. Or if not, they see that you will be a good mother or a good father. You're very good of children. That's what they're seeing. Now for others of you, if you don't want children, you're just coming across as someone who is very youthful, very childlike, not immature, but just connected to your inner child. There's something very playful about your energy too that they can sense. And also when you interact with your future spouse, the two of you can be like two big kids sometimes, and they observe this. Okay, let's see what else. And you definitely know your worth. This is coming across to them strongly as well. They can see that you respect yourself, you value yourself, you want a good life for yourself, you've built a good life for yourself, I'm seeing. Okay, you're coming across as the student as well, so you could have spent a long time studying. Maybe you kind of have a degree, master's, PhD, all of that kind of stuff. Like, some of you are studying medicine. Someone here that's watching wants to be a doctor or a dentist, like or some kind of researcher. Someone watching has been studying for like 10 plus years, like a really, really long time. Really long time. Yes, okay, so you're coming across as someone very intelligent, very wise, very well studied, very well learned. So you've got humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. Yes, so yes, at the start I did mention books. Yes, so in their house they have a lot of books. They could have a room dedicated to books, or just a really large, I'm seeing more than one bookshelf actually, so 2 really large bookshelves. And it's like you and them are going to bond over the books, like your shared love of books and philosophy and things like this. I'm just seeing the two of you, or you and the in-laws, talking about books and studies and philosophy and, you know, whatever it is. Things like that. Okay, so let's start to wrap things up. Here. Let's see how else you're coming across to them. Ooh, I'm just going to take this one actually. So we got the pioneer. Okay, so let me make sure you can see this. Hold on. Pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Yes. Okay, you are coming across as the pioneer. There's something different about you. You're here to make waves. You're here to really do something big, and they can see this, they can feel this, especially because we have the rebel card as well. Okay, and I did say you was coming across as a bit of a rebel, right? So it's not like a reckless rebel, but it's just that it's almost like you're coming across to them as someone who is here to pave the way. Maybe there's something you want to do. You want to like create something that will benefit large groups of people. You know, it's like you have a really big brain. Like you're super, they just feel like you know a lot about many different things. Whatever your specialty is, you have really spent a long time studying, devoting yourself to learning more in that area. They can see this, they can sense this. Like you take your studies serious and your dreams really serious, you know. You're a student of life. You're coming across as a student of life. Now for some of you, you could still be studying right now. You know, you could still be in university or doing some kind of course perhaps, or you're always doing courses. You're always wanting to learn more. You're always wanting to add to your profile. You're always wanting to add more. I can't remember what kind of analogy I want to use there, but yeah. Yes, you know, this is how you're coming across. This is nice. Okay, this is nice. I'm just seeing if anything else wants to come through. Yeah, let's do one more card for how your future in-laws will see you. One more card. Oh yes, successful. Oh yes. Okay, they see you as successful. Okay, so you have achieved your dreams. At the time of you being married, engaged, whatever it is, they're going to be able to see that you are successful. You're you're exuding the aura of success. They can see you have accomplished a lot. And yeah, you yourself have some Saturnian energy within you too, because you know how to take the slow and steady approach. You know about delayed gratification. You've worked hard for all that you have. They can see this, you know. You're coming across to them as very successful, very determined, very focused on where you're going. And they can see that you will get to where you're going, because you have, and you always will, you know, because you've got that laser beam focus. Once you set your sights on something, you know you're going to get it. and they can see this in the way you come across, in the way that you talk, in just the energy that you exude. Okay, so they're really liking how you're coming across, and yes, yeah, it's all good really. So this is what I have for you, group 2. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, do be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay then, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello there, group 3, welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. Let's take a look and see who are your future in-laws, what are they like, and how will they view you. Okay. Now, I heard a really loud and clear message in my inner ear. Okay, your future in-laws are larger than life. All right, larger than life. Oh my goodness. There's something really large, very kind of in your face about their energy. They're very kind of like, they're really friendly. Okay, they're very friendly. They're very I feel like your future spouse has a really large family. Like, there's a lot of family members. They could have a lot of siblings, or just many aunts and uncles and things like this. Yes, I'm picking up on a really big family. A big extended family especially. Okay, and the family comes together a lot. They come together a lot. They're very close. This is a close-knit family as well. Okay, so now let's connect in specifically to the in-laws here. Okay, let's connect in. Now I'm hearing what you see is what you get. Okay, because of course you did pick the clear quartz. Okay, so this crystal is talking to me, and I can see that with them there's something kind of watery coming across about them. Kind of watery. Okay, so connected to their emotions. They feel things deeply. They are very protective over the family. They're very protective, fiercely loving, very compassionate as well. I'm picking up on. Okay, but with them, what you see is what you get. All right, so you know, they don't play games. They just like to be who they are, and they don't know how to be anything else. Okay, so they're very direct, very upfront, and they don't hold back either. Like if they want to ask you something, they're just going to ask you. They're not going to dance around it or beat around the bush. You know, they're going to be very direct with their questioning. Now, it's not in a rude way, but it's just that this is reminding me of someone actually. Yeah, they have no filter. You know, they're just going to ask you things, which is good because you're going to know where you stand with them. Okay, now let's get deeper into their... No, let's turn your card around first. We've got Uranus. Yes, so there was something... Now this makes sense because there is something unconventional about them that I'm picking up on. Okay, there's something about them that's unconventional. So, there's a few things coming across here. Now, there's a high chance that they are very spiritual. Okay, they could definitely be into the occult, mysticism, things like this. And I knew it because before I turned on the camera, I was trying to connect in to group 1's energy. But then I was getting like a few messages from group 3, like they were almost trying to jump in to group 1's energy. And I was hearing something about group 3 being unconventional. So yeah, this Uranus card is the confirmation here. All right, there's something kind of unusual about them, kind of different. I'm getting this hippie vibe, or I don't know, there's something, well, how do I want to explain this? It's like let's go further into it, but there's just something different about them, the way that they live or the way that they are. But they're definitely very spiritual. Okay, they don't do things in the way that society does them. They do their own thing, is the strong vibe I'm getting. Okay, so they're coming across as quite liberal. Oh, oops. Yeah, quite liberal. Very open-minded. Very accepting of others, accepting of new people, of new things. Okay, yeah, this is how they're coming across here. So let's go further into this. Now, I'm very excited to see what comes out. Yes. And you're going to enjoy talking to them about just loads of different things about life, about love. I'm hearing just about this human experience. This is cool. I vibe with this energy for sure. I vibe with this. So they are not conservative at all. Like, they're very open-minded. They're very yeah, hang on. So you got the journey card. Okay, so when you spend time with them, it's like they take you on a journey. You learn something new. It opens your mind, it expands your mind. They're coming across as people who are very transformative, very open to change, very open to bettering themselves. And so what I'm seeing is, from when they were young, they have been into spirituality. They have been into the metaphysical side of life, and they've been into kind of wanting to understand, what is life about? What is this human experience about? Why are we here? You know, I don't think they're religious. I mean, for some of you they could be, but I'm getting more of a spiritual vibe, more of a sciencey vibe, more of a kind of astrophysics type of vibe here. I'm just looking at my bookshelf because I feel guided to look at a certain book. Hold on. I'm looking at this book on my bookshelf. It's called The Universe in Your Hand. Okay, they could have this book as well, and other books like that. Yeah, let's see what else comes out here. Okay, we've got integrity. Yeah, this is such confirmation. Oh my gosh. This is such confirmation. Yeah, for sure. Okay, they could do yoga as well. So they're into yoga, spirituality, things like this, meditation. I'm hearing Tai Chi and the Tao. So they you know, they know about things like life force energy. So let me drink some of my matcha latte here. I'm so thirsty. Hold on. Okay, there's something coming through about Japan. Yeah, something about Japan is coming through. Okay, but yes, they're very and the thing is, they're not afraid to talk about taboo topics. They will talk about whatever, but especially they have a deep connection to Mother Nature, the earth, their own kind of energy centers within. They know about the chakras. Yeah, they know about the chakras. This is what's coming through here. This was coming through here. Okay, but they definitely do yoga. There's such a high chance that they do yoga, or if not, so whether they do physical yoga, because there's like 8 limbs of yoga. Okay, so yoga is not just the physical movement, the physical asana. So whether they kind of more practice the meditation, the pranayama, you know, breath work, or whether they do what's the other one, kind of the right way of living and following the kind of the more of the non-physical side of yoga. They know about yoga. They know about, I'm hearing like dharma and things like this. So they're really into the dharmic way of living, the right, well, not the right way of living, but following the righteous path, I want to say. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we got the child. Yeah, they could have had a lot of children. They could have had a lot of children. Or even if not, okay, I'm just seeing a lot of different things here. They could have, like, looked after children. Like, they could have maybe fostered, adopted children. I'm just saying the house is filled with children. Or at some point in time, the house was filled with a lot of children. This could just mean that a lot of their children have a lot of children. So they have a lot of grandchildren. Something, but there's a lot of children up in this situation here that I can see. Okay, let's go further into things. So what are your future? Oh, we got the sage. Yes, they are super wise. They're super wise, you know. They're very mature. They're very tapped in, tuned in. Yeah, they're coming across as mystics, to be honest. They're very tuned into the mystical side of life, the unknown. They welcome these energies. They talk about these things. Yeah, they're very alternative. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, definitely. Do you know what? One of the parents could be a yoga teacher, because I'm hearing your future spouse telling you about how it was growing up with a parent who was a yoga teacher. So somebody that's watching, one of your in-laws is a yoga teacher or was a yoga teacher, but I feel like they still are. because yes, I feel like they still are a yoga teacher somehow. Yeah, I think like this is coming through here. Let's see what else we got. This card. Okay, so they know about things like manifestation. You know, they're coming across, did I say this at the start? But yeah, they're very talkative. Okay, they're very talkative, very expressive, very creative. So one of them could be an artist, a photographer, I'm getting. So the kind of professions I'm picking up with them, right? Yoga teacher, artist, photographer, some kind of creative. Okay, I said yoga teacher already. Any kind of teacher of the metaphysical. Okay, they could even be astrologers, I'm hearing. Astrologers. What else am I hearing here? Something about philosophy lecturer or philosophy teacher. Okay, what else am I getting here? I'm seeing somebody that designs dresses, makes their own clothes, you know, dressmaker. Yeah, designer. Ooh, yes, they could also make their own plant medicine. So they make their own natural products. I'm seeing anything like that. This is the stuff I'm picking up on. And there's something about growing their own food, gardening. So even if they don't grow their own food, they love to connect with nature. They love to be outside. Perhaps they are wanting to live off the land, or they do this in some way, or I don't know, there's this focus of gardening coming through, and kind of planting seeds, connecting to the earth and the elements. Yeah, this is super cool. Right, let's see what else comes through. Yeah, they could have no, I'm not going to take that. So they could have another profession. They could be authors, poets. They could write their own books, and I'm just saying they because it could be either one of them or both of them, or they could have written their own book together. Okay, this is also coming through here. But yeah, so we've got abundance as well. So yeah, they know about things like the law of abundance, the law of assumption, all of that kind of stuff. They know about the power of their words. They could also be vegans or vegetarians. That's what's coming through here. I'm just seeing a lot of kind of eating a lot of vegetables, fruits, vegetables, herbs, natural stuff. So their house could be very I'm getting the vibe that they don't really like chemicals. They like to keep things natural. Okay, they're very natural. They like to remain in their natural state is the vibe I'm getting here. Okay, and there's a deep love of flowers. There could be a lot of flowers in the house, a lot of plants. I'm seeing a lot of plants. Somebody really likes listening to Erykah Badu, specifically. I'm seeing listening to Erykah Badu while they're cleaning. I'm seeing that. Okay, yeah, let's see what else, and then we're gonna get into how they view you. Okay, one more card for them. Oh, we got the King of Water. Yeah, I think I said this at the start, but yes, very you know, they're very loving, very compassionate, very open, very generous, kind of. There's this deep love of everything and everyone, you know. This is the vibe I'm getting here. Very emotionally intelligent is what I want to say. Very emotionally intelligent. Okay, and it's gonna feel like you can talk to them about anything. You know, I'm seeing you kind of calling up, you know, the mother or the father or both of them, and you guys can just talk. You know, you have your own relationship with them. Kind of yeah, external of your future spouse. So it's like you get on with the parents, and I'm seeing you going to visit them even when your future spouse isn't there. All right, so there's a good relationship that you're going to have with them. Okay, now let's get into how they will view you. Okay, so how will your in-laws view you? Let's see what archetype you're coming through as to them. I think I want to get like 3. I'm gonna get 3 cards. Okay, I really hope my battery doesn't die. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yes, I love it. We got the Advocate, the Goddess, and the Mentor. Okay. Oh, sorry, you can't even see those. Right, I'm gonna read them first, then I'm gonna move them. Okay, so the Advocate inspires you to put compassion into action. Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. And Mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Okay, so you're coming across as very tapped in yourself, you know. You're coming through as the goddess. Okay, so they can see that you're in your goddess energy. You respect yourself, you have deep love for yourself, and also they can see themselves in you, you know. So you have similar energy to them, which they love, you know. It's like you just vibe together. You can call them up. I'm seeing especially the mother, you're gonna really have a really good connection to her. You're gonna get on with both of them, I'm seeing. But I don't know, there's something about the mother here coming through. Okay, but yes, you're an advocate in some way. You have strong beliefs. You like to stand up for what is right. You like to really follow your beliefs. You like to do, you also like to follow the righteous path. This is how you're coming across here. Okay, also having a strong connection to nature as well. Okay, but yeah, deeply connected to your feminine essence. This is how you're coming through here. So they also think that you're really good at cooking. Okay, you're coming across as very very nurturing, very good at cooking, you know, very good at cooking, very good at holding space for others, really good at listening to others. You're good at, you're a good listener. Yeah, that's how you're coming across to them. A good listener. Yeah, a really good listener and a good teacher. So you yourself could be a teacher. This was coming through here. You're coming across also as very wise, and very humble as well. Very wise and very humble. Now let's get into this deck here. No, I'm not going to take that. Okay, also very confident. Very confident. Okay, and very kind of down to earth, very laid back. That's how you're coming across. Even though you're coming through as the goddess, you're very laid back though. So you yourself could be very natural as well. Maybe you don't wear much makeup, or even if you do, there's something kind of natural about you. Could be your hair, or maybe you also like to use plant medicine and herbs, and yeah, there's something coming through like that. Yeah, something natural about you. We've got the intuition. Okay, so they see you as very intuitive, very tuned into your highest chakras, very open-minded. You could be 36, or you could be a life path number 9. Okay, they also feel like they can talk to you about the kind of things that they're into. This is the vibe that comes through here. Okay, and also there's something about butterflies. You could have butterfly tattoo, or even if not, they're seeing you as a butterfly. You know, they see that you've transformed a lot, or you transform a lot. You're very dedicated to your growth, your healing, and things like this. Okay, let's see what else. We've got acceptance of love. Okay, so you could be 38. You don't have to be though, or you could be a life path 11 or life path number 2. Okay, yes, so you're coming across as like the earth goddess to them. Okay, so very grounded. Although you're tuned into the high chakras, you're coming through as very grounded, very connected to the earth, connected to your body. I'm hearing your breath and the elements. So you're very aware of your surroundings is what's coming through here. I'm very romantic actually. Yeah, I feel like this is you and your future spouse. So yeah, you're both, it's like your connection, your relationship, your marriage, it's very much grounded into the physical. It's grounded in the physical realm. Or maybe the two of you got married outside, somewhere in nature perhaps, or in another country. I'm seeing for some of you, there's just this outside element when it comes to the connection and the actual wedding day. I'm seeing. Yeah, you could be, the spouse could be taller than you as well. Side message coming through. But yeah, they're seeing you as like an earth goddess, you know. You could have a bit of a hippie vibe to you as well, some of you. Like you could wear a lot of like long maxi dresses, and there's something very casual about your vibe. Also, this was coming through. Let's get some closing messages here. My battery dies. Okay, we got the star ancestor. So they feel like they know you from a past life, and they do kind of believe in and think about and talk about past lives and things like this. Okay, so we've got star ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. So they can see you're very connected to yourself, mind, body, and soul, you know, and very interested in the stars, into what else is out there, you're really about wanting to discover what else is out there. You could talk about aliens and like the stars, the planets, the cosmos, all of that kind of stuff. You know, there's something very deep about you, which they really do like. Yeah, they find you super intriguing. Let's get one final card. Oh, we got the moon. Yes. Take note of intuitive messages. So you've got intuition twice. Okay, so you could be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but you don't have to be. Or the moon could be your Atmakaka. Okay, so it could be the planet with the highest degrees in your birth chart. So either way, the planet is a very, the moon is a very key planet in your birth chart, I'm seeing. Okay, so you're coming across as someone who's deeply connected to the moon, deeply connected to your mother. There could be like, you could be very close to your mother also. But yeah, just very feminine, very into your feminine essence. Yeah, very, what's this word I'm thinking of? Yeah, very feminine, very feminine. You're very feminine. Okay, this is what I have for you, group 3. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, do be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, please do click the link in the description box below. Okay, I'm sending you much love. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.